Okay, I'm making one more video because someone asked a question and I thought it was a really good question. So I'm going to answer that, and it's going to be my last video for a couple days. Okay, so someone said, well, how do we know when we're stepping out of alignment? Like, how can we know that our decision is not the right one? Baby, listen, okay? You either, something told you don't do this or don't do that, but you did it anyway. You stepped out of alignment. Somebody said, don't date that, not somebody, but something is telling you don't date this person, or you've seen red flags already that's telling you don't stay talking to this person or dealing with this person. That was your cue. Okay. That's going to be your spirit guides, your higher self, or Yahuwah himself. And for those of y'all who haven't seen my Yahuwah video, Yahuwah is God's true name. Okay. That's what we should be calling him. And yes, I said him because that's just how I refer to him. He is non-gender. Okay, there's no gender. But anyways, yeah. So along your path, you are given hints, you are given clues, you are given visuals, you are given messages, but we choose to ignore those a lot of times because we want to do what we want to do. We still want to date that person, whether they're toxic or not. We still want to, we think having a baby by this person is going to be the answer. So we do that. And it's not. It never is, by the way. That's never the answer. Okay, we want to take that job, move out of this city and go to another city. Let me tell you why that's not good. Because when you move and you think that moving is the answer, let me tell you why it's not. Because you're going to move, and of course, initially everything is going to seem better because everything's going to be new. But eventually, all of that stuff that is inside of you or that was attached to you, it's right there with you. And it's going to creep and rear its ugly head right in. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't ever move, but I'm saying you need to deal with the issues, the problems, the growth, the lessons you need to learn, and the healing before you do things like moving. Okay, because this is all stuff that ends up being out of alignment. You made this decision when that wasn't it. And you got to learn how to tap into your intuition, because your intuition is how you hear your spirit guides and your higher self. If you don't know how, if you're not supposed to use tools, which most of you can at least use a pendulum. Not everyone can use rods though. And even those of you who are allowed to use tools, there's a certain point in your journey where you'll be allowed to use them. And there might be a point where you're not yet ready. So you got to be able to tap in, tap in.